Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the free-to-play account on the test server. Two brand new heroes are up on the test server. Very, very cool. So Persona 5 does join us officially tomorrow. And here are the heroes. The Courageous Tactician Queen. So let's look at her skills and abilities, signature item, and her furniture, as well as the Arena of Trials. So Stationary Drifter, these are the ones that we see, and you can see a motorcycle kind of flying around in the background. Absolutely crazy. Queen summons Johanna and rides it. So that is, I guess, the name of her motorcycle. Spinning around at high speeds to generate a nuclear tornado. Tornado sucks enemies in towards the center, dealing 60% AoE damage 7 times, with the final attack dealing 20% AoE damage. Queen cannot be attacked while the effects of the ultimate ability are occurring. So not only is she immune, she cannot be attacked while the ultimate is happening, but that is a significant amount of damage. It seems like this is going to be similar to Skarath's ability to actually bring everyone together, kind of in, I believe his is like a, not a sandstorm, but like a vortex to bring everyone together. So very, very cool ability. Riding, Queen summons Johanna, which deals 250% AoE damage to all enemies. So that is her bike. In front of which she also generates a nuclear effect which lasts 5 seconds. If an enemy suffers 2 critical strikes while the effect is active, they shall be stunned for 2 seconds. So going to be very, very reliant on the critical strikes that she's doing. Very cool to see she is a warrior. That is what I thought she was going to be. It was a warrior, and she is strength-based, meaning that if you have Arthur's gear or Albeto's gear, you can gear her up, which is awesome. Level 4 nuclear effect lasts for 8 seconds. Enemies can be stunned multiple times while the nuclear effect is occurring. So it's AoE with a stun. So you could actually stack up an AoE stun, which will go perfectly with the ability Stationary Drifter if she puts everyone together and then uses this ability as an AoE. Very, very powerful with the twins, allowing her to cast these abilities even faster. Attack and defend. Queen's critical rating is increased by 6%, and her defense is increased by 20% every 10 seconds. This ability can be stacked. Look at the level 3 though. Crit rating is increased by 10%. Her defense is increased by 30% each time her attributes are increased. So every 10 seconds, she is going to get a big bonus, coupled with, I want to see her with Albedo. That way Albedo can give her higher attack, a lot more defense. Plus her own buffs are going to provide a significant amount of defense for her. Miss Post-Apocalyptic Raider deals a 4-hit combo, which each hit deals 160% damage to the enemy target, on which the final hit summons Johanna, which again is the motorcycle, which knocks nearby enemies backwards, causing them to be stunned for 3 seconds. So again, a second variation of a stun. So not only is this going to provide some crowd control when she sucks everyone into the tornado, this one is going to provide a stun as well, and this is going to be a stun, which is going to be awesome. Kind of reminds me of Nakaruru with her stunning ability. So let's look at the signature item. Queen is granted a shield which exists for 5 seconds and has a value equal to 25% of her maximum health every time Johanna is summoned by any of her abilities. Wow, that is going to be crazy, crazy shielding ability there. 30%, 35%. Queen gains an additional 25% crit rating and 30 crit amplification while the shield exists. So getting her to a plus 30 signature item is going to be the absolute priority, because remember, the crit is what you're looking for. The crit is what is going to really, really make her shine. While the shield is up, she's going to get that bonus. And of course, her furniture. When Queen attacks an enemy that is being controlled, herself and nearby allies are healed for 40% of the attack's damage value, which means that she is going to be very, very strong when it comes to heroes that have crowd control. In general, going to provide a healing aspect, which is very strong. Queen heals herself and her allies, while also increasing her and her allies' attack rating by 30% for 3 seconds. Wow, her 9-piece is going to be very, very big too. 30% boost for 3 seconds is very, very strong. When it comes to overall, it seems like she is going to be very, very cool looking. Let's check out her skills and abilities in the arena. The actual arena is not up yet, but we can see her. We'll just use her on the training dummy. That way we can check out her abilities. There is her little bike that showed up for a second. Boom, there's her ultimate vortex with the bike. It's pretty funny in AFK Arena to see her just cruising around on a little motorcycle. There's the Vortex bringing everyone together. So notably, the Vortex does have a relatively small effect, a relatively small area of effect, but very, very cool nonetheless. Hopefully they can keep her on the actual board when she uses her abilities. So it does remind me a little bit of Nakaruru, but it is going to be very, very cool skills there. All right, so remember, guys, that is only one of the two heroes that we're seeing here. So the second one, of course, is Joker. Very cool looking with the red skills. Magion summons Arsenine, which deals 260% damage to all enemy targets. So again, this is just going to be a massive AoE damage. Damage is increased to 300% on level 3, so not really much with his ultimate ability. Joker chooses the enemy that is directly opposed to himself at the start of battle as the combat target. If Joker's combat target belongs to a non-dimensional faction, he will temporarily change factions in order to gain a factual damage against the combat target, then will also suffer from the adverse effects of the other faction's bonuses. So essentially there, if he gets a faction bonus, it will change his faction to whatever the faction bonus is needed, which could be detrimental depending on the team you're fighting, because then they'll have a factional bonus against him. When Joker's ability deal damage to enemies of which he has a factional advantage against, the enemy will be knocked to the ground for 2 seconds and then weaken. Weakened enemies are dealt an additional 30% damage over a duration of 5 seconds. So giving a little bit of a buff there. Knocking down and weakening enemies may only be used once every 7 seconds against the same target. If the combat target is slain, Joker will choose the enemy with the next highest combat rating as his next combat target. Level 3 takes it to 3 seconds. Enemies that have the factional advantage over Joker have their factional damage bonus reduced, so he has a little bit of a debuff in there. I don't even know what the skill is named. It is completely off the board here for his second skill. Third one, Consecrated Fire. Each time Joker uses his normal attack 4 times, he will use his gun to deal 180% damage to his combat target. So the target, so he kind of locks onto a target at the beginning of battle, and that's where he's going to get the factional advantage. This is going to be the focus for the Consecrated Fire. So it's going to be good to kind of plan where he's going to be in your formation on who he's going to be linked to. Each time Joker has used his normal attack 3 times, he will use his gun against the combat target, hoping he does damage, and he is a ranger, which exactly what I thought. All-out attack. When 3 or more enemies or all enemies are controlled, all-out attack is triggered, dealing 300% damage to all enemies. This ability can only be used when they are surviving allies on the battlefield. This ability can be triggered once every 7 seconds and can be used a maximum time of 3 times per battle. Damage caused by the ability will not trigger the effects of adverse reaction. Level 3, 340 damage. So not really too much going on with him. Seems like he's going to be a very, very unique hero to use. Cool looking, but seems like he's going to be very unique. So signature item. After Joker uses his ultimate ability, the AoE range of his normal attacks is increased for 7 seconds, during which time he deals 20% additional damage. So not too bad. So not only is he going to damage all enemies with his ultimate ability, but his range is going to be increased as well. So very, very cool. Joker gains 20 attack speed. Joker gains 35 attack speed. Duration of the ability is increased to 15 seconds. Wow. So the plus 30 is going to be a requirement on him as well, going from 7 seconds to 15 seconds. So over doubling the time of his signature item. Plus 30 is going to be really, really strong on him. Plus 20 at a minimum to get the attack speed points, which is what you want to generate more ultimates. Furniture, let's see if this is a game changer. While Joker is suffering the effects of an enemy control ability, is a 25% greater chance of being eradicated by his allies for every one non-summoned ally that is currently not being controlled, and shall be immune to enemy control abilities for 5 seconds if he's successfully extradicated. This ability can be triggered once every 10 seconds. If the ally Queen is also on the battlefield, she will raise Joker's chance by an additional 40%. Each ally has a 35% chance of eradicating Joker from enemy control abilities, and Joker gains a shield worth 40% of his maximum health that exists for 5 seconds while he is successfully eradicated. So overall, seems like he's just going to be another ranger class. He does have a little bit of immunity to crowd control. My worry is that if he is in melee range, doesn't seem like he has much on the part of damage mitigation overall. Unfortunately, that might be an issue when it comes a little bit further. Let's look at his abilities. So he is going to be melee range. This is who he chose as his factional target. Put his little lock on there. Number 3 attacks and then his gun. There's his ultimate ability. Wow, that's his ultimate ability. I can see that quickly being adjusted or quickly being nerfed because it might only show it the first time, or if the animation is only going to show the first time per battle. That was very, very cool. But just like the twins, that's going to take a long, long time to get through battles. If that's his ultimate ability every single time, they're going to have to speed that up. It seems like sometimes it doesn't cast, sometimes it does, or the ability still works, but the animation that is built in, there's going to have to be a time to turn that off. But very, very cool built-in animation. So guys, that is the 2 new heroes. We have Joker and we have Queen. I absolutely love Queen. I think her abilities are very, very cool. Joker, we're going to have to figure out exactly where he is going to fit. Remember, Persona 5 is coming tomorrow. So they said they'd give us a little bit of a break. It comes on the 30th, so I believe tomorrow night here it will come live. But one of the big things is they were talking about a different type of token to redeem them. I'm not sure if that part is going to be up yet because we still have Albedo here for a little bit. Because they were talking about something different to be able to redeem them. I'm not sure if I see anything in here. I'm hoping that it's going to be a token. I'm hoping it's going to be a couple different things that you could go ahead and redeem them. They also said that they are going to be discounted. So you're going to be able to buy them discounted. I don't think they're up here yet to go ahead and purchase. Sometimes they're in the visiting merchant, sometimes they're not. But 2 new heroes coming very, very shortly. They said that if you could buy one at the 80% discount anytime that they release 2 dimensional heroes at the exact same time, they're going to go ahead and give you the discounted hero. So you're going to be able to buy Queen or Joker at a discounted rate. Other hero is going to be the regular rate. But the method that we acquire them is what is going to be really, really crazy because they said they are going to change how it is acquired. Unfortunately, it's not up on the test server yet, or I'm just not seeing it. But I definitely want to see how to acquire them. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Looks very, very cool with the 2 new heroes. I think Queen is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Joker's still on the fence. We have Ezio, we have Yukio, we have Nakaruru. We have a lot of Rangers. We have a lot of agility heroes already. I know he'll find his place just like Ezio did. Queen seems like she's going to be very, very cool as far as helping the team out with some of the buffs, as well as running it with Albedo. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.